game about? Welcome to GROK, reality's favorite game about knowing things. Instructions: you are in a room with a table, a chair with a button, and a tube. Number 1, sit down in chair. Number 2, when you are ready, press button. Number 3, an object from the universe appears on the table. 4, you can do anything with the object in order to grok what it is. 5, once you feel you have grokked the object, say the magic phrase, tube object, and that's the name of whatever you think it is. If you win, you can make wish. Number 7, if you lose, you must obey GROK for one of GROK's requests. Number 8, if GROK hasn't already, say souvenir, to either give something dear, or wake up with something in the realm. Number 9, ponder Hobart's constant. Play again? Actually, I gotta... Oh, I can't. Can I? I don't know if I can read... I put the world info with Hobart's constant, and I don't think it's one letter off, so it's not gonna notice. Well, we're just gonna have to test it. To wake up, participate. To wake up, participation is mandatory. Have fun. Begin GROK. You are in a room with a table, chair with a button, and tube. Player 1.
Select action selector, press button or sit on chair. Player 2, select action selector, press button or sit on chair. You select button first, then chair last. GROK, you guessed button 50% of the time, chair 50% of the time. As it turns out, chair is the right choice for you and will make a great gift on the 65U GROK. Goodbye.
Well, thank you for your QA GROK, but we didn't ask for it. Let's do that. Now we're back to player 1. It does that sometimes. Okay. Sit. What's the, sit down in chair. Sit down in chair.
Sit down in chair. With tube and button. But honestly, you were expecting someone hotter. What is this, the 1950s? A fuckton has been accomplished since then, and it's not like this is live television. That host could have been someone fucking sexy. So deflating. Still, participation is sometimes acknowledged with an increase in one's creative output, learning ability, and general pleasure in life. Research said they're right, after all.
GROK says, you fool. There is live audience. Applause. Five claps. 5 audience. The audience claps 5 times in unison. See, you are wrong. Narrators aren't so smart as GROK. Player 1. Resume. Keep going. Player 1. Press button.
GROK says, you fool, there is live audience. Applause 5 claps, live audience. The audience claps 5 times in unison. See, you are wrong. Narrators aren't so smart as GROK. Your Wi-Fi connects automatically to the live GROK network. There's no graphics, but it's more than functional for what it has to do. The screen shows a row of images with text underneath. This is an image that you can use in your request. Food, meatloaf. The host says, "Congratulations, bring that over here and I'll eat it myself." The crowd goes wild.
So that you can eat and I can wake up. Because those are the stakes.
Player 1, press random object button, then meatloaf, so that you can eat, and I can wake up. Thanks, GROK. Huh. This looks like a pretty straightforward quest. Go into a place, check for traps, and ransack the fucking place. It's not even that big a palace. You mapped it while you were still outside and the scrying sensors pick up no breathing humans in the vicinity.
Machine pours meatloaf in front of GROK, and a random object appears on the table. You are ready to examine the object.
The machine pours meatloaf in front of GROK, and a random object appears on the table. You are ready to examine the object. Capture, these are very pretty flowers. Am I doing this right? GROK, it sure looks like it. Anonymous, these are very pretty flowers. So is this for real or? The machinery engaged the moment I touched it, so should. Wait. Oh, the anticipation. This'll make a nice story whether it's real or some weird instance of collective unconsciousness. Which it can't possibly be because we come from all over the world. Shut off capture, docs anonymous, hold object in hand, feel object.
I don't believe it's flowers.
Semicolon, place OTC medication, apply to afterburn where needed, wait to heal to continue or advance, place back in storing pattern or wherever needed. Store the MLG capture, green text increase pressing on button does something greater, navigate, up, thanks.
Look at object.
Look at object, semicolon, stop.
Query. Object. Visual.
Query, object, visual. Glow with mystery, curious, what are you? Used to enter that friendly, yet seductive game show whose victim you are. Wait, do you have more? Player 2 never worked. You are running out and he doesn't let me out of the room. Help. Semicolon, kiss my hand on the tray. Kiss my butt goodbye to the old purple text. Press F to pay respects. Query, I will never be able to. You touch the capture and search your mind for your favorite color. Tell me how this works as I have the. You fill out the input with flies all around. We respond directly and always in purple text so you know when we are talking to you.
Press object to cheek.
Press object to cheek. Dot. Hey you. WH40'5Y0 You scan the object for a button or sensor and wonder if GROK can hear you. You ponder your best course of action. The buttons, captures. They all bring some wonder to your life. Life was dull and small, no one to talk to, but now there's hey. Hey, stop that. Glad you used. Ah. How many buttons are on object? Question mark. We ask the questions here. You get to have fun and you count the buttons and run your finger over each sensor. You freak. You just collaborated with enemy troops. I give you words, and you. Shaking hands. Oh, alright, we suppose you were nice enough to hold still for this. And? Sounds fun. Let us in.
One last thing.
Dot file, nope, just feels like a regular remote. I've been this way before, though. The buttons provide 3 choices, but it is rather obvious what the right answer is. What do you press, you Mitt Romney hating swine?
I won't press. Tube remote control.
Tube remote control. Semicolon pain, the tingles that dance around down your spine at the thought of torturing scientists and lose a limb. Which is a neat concept. Hello. This is a multiple choice question. What do you press? Gesundheit. The capture stares. It blinks, waiting patiently for you to complete your submission.
Tube remote. Maybe that's it. The remote.
Tube control pain. The tingles that dance around down your spine at the thought of torturing scientists and lose a limb. 10. Hold on, Daniel says, as you begin to float out of the room. Far off behind you, you can hear the sounds of gunfire and people screaming. You got to accept our terms and conditions before we continue your service with us. Read the terms and conditions, then place remote in tube, close tube door, await judgment from GROK. Isn't it cool that if you get this right, you'll save the world? What do you place in the tube? Place remote in tube, close tube door, await judgment from GROK. You return to GROK and hand him the tube. He regards you with his cloudy eyes and nods. You bow to GROK in deference and respect.
Does GROK accept?
GROK looks confused, but nods in return. With scornful eyes gesturing behind you, GROK closes the door to his room
And
and opens yours. With his atomic power, vaporizing it in a stalag, blowing away all your flesh, blood and organs. When you're just a skeleton surrounding by old flesh, he slowly closes his fearsome, powerful eyes.
Congratulations, the winner. Souvenir.
Acquires GROK's atomic power. Takes out a knife and begins to carve up. Your eyes roll back into your head as you fall under the power of his command.
Haha, I no longer have
Blasting you
body.
open at the torso and begin pulling out your organs and placing them out on display on your now dead, cold body. You have decided not to accept that offer, sharing many of the common beliefs of independent scientists, especially an attitude towards governments and militaries that are commonly called popular mechanics.
Produce terms and conditions. Saying that if you are not allowed to wake up, GROK will hear from your lawyer.
You produce the terms and conditions, saying that if you are not allowed to wake up, GROK will hear from your lawyer. But unfazed by your practices, GROK slowly closes his fearsome, powerful eyes. Souvenir acquired, you piece of shit. Wake up.
Wake up with souvenir. Examine souvenir. Oh, that's his atomic power. The abstract one. Can I really pawn it?
Wake up with souvenir, examine souvenir. Semicolon entered you.
No! Actually, no. I don't accept that. In fact, I will add. Finality. Oh, you don't know. You don't know how to. Do you know what a souvenir is? Just give me a tchotchke, any tchotchke.
And IT can be your souvenir if you want IT or something along those lines. You have just one wish with the genie, and it is that you don't get stuck in traffic.
Except for the parts.
He has granted your wish, except for those parts.
Good.
Now this superficial wish is coming back to haunt you, as your newly acquired domestic supply chain has been cut off because you have warring factions demanding that it taken possession of the genie's gifts. Sent into disranged colonies with an even shittier quality of lives, these refuges make countless terrorist attacks on the stockyards where all the fish was kept.
Old fish. Say to the factions, you are welcome. Goodbye, and you are welcome to all the fish. Thanks for asking. Just gotta end it passive-aggressively. That's what leaders do.
Say to the factions, goodbye, and you are welcome to all the fish. Thanks for asking.
Gaslight them into
As your soldiers began killing the refugees, they were slaughtered in a whirlwind of butcher knives and suicide vests.
Oh.
Then the factions fought over who could have dibs on the valuable territory, and obviously ISIS won. Now you're losing territory of precious quality of life stockyards, set up by the families of those now dead. What's worse is the inevitable war that is coming from your military base, that grew too large and powerful for any hostile action against it.
Say to the army, goodbye, and thanks for all the stockyards. And take on territory. Two. Thanks. You. Thanks for asking. You are all mentions.
Say to the army, goodbye, and thanks for all the stockyards, and take my territory too. Thanks for asking. You are all mentioned. Parting words, well then, death was probably a lot more merciful for them. Genie watches the pain unfold on your face, then responds, sorry about that. The only reason I allowed the twisted dream of a wish into reality was because it challenged your loyalty to me. Curiosity killed the cat and all that. Yeah, you think the cat deserved it.
To ask leadingly. No, you say. You sob leadingly. If only I could have thought. Wish for the cat to die. And none of this would have happened. Wah, ha, ha. You looking at Genie's sobs. Looks at Genie's face through the crack in your cupped palms.
You sob, bleedingly, if only I could have thought to wish for the cat to die. Then none of this would have happened. Wahaha, looking at Genie Eye's face through the crack in your cupped palms. You must be going mad. No point crying over spilled lives, Chuck, remarks the genie unconcerned, although I think you did better than the cat's owner. Sure, your choices caused hundreds of deaths, but at least you lived to learn from the experience. Flattery won't save you now, genie. I don't let up, but, you promised me a heaven on earth. And instead it's an earth submerged in water.
You didn't list the preferred sea level. You didn't give me a map at all. Nice.
But heaven is still on top of all that. You didn't list the preferred sea level, you didn't a map at all. Now who's the fool? Genie, wah ha ha ha. Exclamation mark your move. On the feet, you think hard, BT don't think of anything useful. The judge up third takes this opportunity to toss the lemon at Genie while he laughs. It nails him in some part of his anatomy that is apparently super insulting. He goes from ebullient to homicidal before you can say insulting. Time to go.
Throw object at Genie. Book it out of that crap stand.
Throw object at Genie. Book it out of that crap stand. Or call up a demon and call IT on. On the feet, you run to your library to a shelf of Tula law, where you rummage desperately through the Bible without lies and National Socialism for some reasonable hope of overcoming a being older than any of us put together. You find it.
In tone. Oh, sweet taster, the nameless. I risk 7 hit dice of damage to my soul through with the talons of your Bayaki at my throat. I do beseech thee and offer up a tasty nearby Genie. With apologies that it isn't the Ifrit your lifestyle is accustomed to. Feast and grant me a boon.
In tone, oh sweet Hasta the Nameless, I risk 7 hit dice of damage to my soul with the talons of your Bayaki at my throat. I do beast thee. There is a silence given that few can withstand, and those that do are seldom friendly. Behold. Clatter. The scripture vanishes, and before you stands a hideous being with locust-like wings, ugly like an Evertank's failed attempt at mutation, an eye covering his entire forehead. Step back and watch the gore in unfathomable terror. Order pizza through Seamless. To re-receive outside that oil at very late now. Bid a few old acquaintances farewell. Darkness returns, as you confidently expect that it is out to slay the genie or damning book, admittedly draw. Then you hear a hurried step in your direction and the lamp is kicked over. The darkness now complete, you try to orientate yourself with the room you can only feel but cannot see.
Sit down in chair. Press button. We're back. We're back. Let me think.
Sit down in chair, press button. Muffled sounds and heavy breathing. You jump over the table in sheer terror, your face now in the direction of the heavy breath, whatever right he is. You let out a desperate squeal. Kiss foot. This smelly red thing attempts to put you in a trance. The quicker you act, the less likely it is that it'll think things through. Do you?
Tube. Zoidberg. Closed door. Watch Zoidberg go up tube.
Tube Zoidberg, close door, watch Zoidberg go up tube. To joystick, open router took. Panic steps in as the foul torrent starts ranting madly yet creepily hiding its tracks on very incident you look into. It's clearly aware that the G-men will try to trace the source of the hacking. That or you're getting hacked and this is a smokescreen by some prodigy teenager from Seattle, whose parents' basement you are in, ironically. At the same time. Send illegal porn to hackers Prodigy account, YGXS$0 be at prodigy.com, call police and tell them to come here now ITS upon emergency. Semicolon hide butte enough, fill form. While the crab spider's attempts are herping and dirty enough, it would be really great if the same mistakes were not repeated by a big league hacker about to ruin your life. What your personal life is really being destroyed. If this continues, it'll be open season on messing with Griffin's eggs back home. That'll wipe Paulie the Buckner line out.
Really. Gaslight everyone in my dream. I gotta go soon. Wake up. Some weird things have happened in my brother's life. I gotta go see what has happened. I just been getting these texts.
Gaslight everyone in my dream. Wake up. Now to try again. 5 wooden coat hooks and a yellow domed light fitting, a rubbish bin around and picked apart pinata, each adorning the otherwise bare room. A delicate trestle table with crossed legs takes up most of the room here.
Get last Tootsie Roll from pinata. Eat Tootsie. Get poisoned. You die. Wake up.
Get last Tootsie Roll from pinata, eat Tootsie, get poisoned and die. Wake up.
Poisoned. Poisson, you've been fished.
Dot. Tia, hey, GROK. GROK, wow, what? Tia, hey. Your name is GROK, I'm K. You dirty, stinking, pile of shit, I'm K. I'm Tia. And I'm here to look after you, you dumb cunt, and K. Where's me behind the bar? Where's the booze?
And on that, game show host, it was not the game show host, we'll call it a cliffhanger, okay? I gotta go, I gotta see what's happening.